We'll start with rebels, right? That's the best thing to do. So, rebels. Here we go. I got a document that I'm going side by side with. And you guys can see that there. And we'll talk about the comparison here. So, looking at the B wings, let's actually make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Pew, pew. There we go. We can see. All right, cool. So, looking at the B wings went, we had Braylon Strom and 10 Num go up in price. Braylon going up 4 points, 10 going up 2. Yeah, Braylon is definitely the better of the two because you get that basically target lock focus ability there. You definitely wanted that going up. Looking at the Arc 170, Arc 170 goes down a little bit in points. Not Nora, but Shara Bay, Garvin Dreas, and Ibisam down 2 points. Dutch Vander in the Y-Wing going up by 1 point. Isigi Tuketu and Miranda Doney going down 2 points in the K-Wing. Warden up 2 points. E-Wing got a little bit of love here, at least in the generic side. You have the Rogue Squadron Escort and the Knave Squadron Escort going down by 2 points each. 2 points each. Look at Rebels. All of the Rebel Hawks went down in price. Jan Ors goes to 43, Rourke 41, Kyle 36, Rebel Scout down 3. So Jan Ors has the least amount of movement. You got Rourke at 41 now. We actually might see Rourke. Wedge, they talked about that in the live stream, going to 55 points. Cassian moving up. Just kind of scrolling quickly through here. Let's look at some of these crew cards. All right, take a look. R2-D2 Astromech changing in price a little bit here. Take a look at that. So he goes, R2-D2 Astromech goes 4457. Okay. Leia goes to 6. Maul goes up to 12. Interesting. Interesting to see. Wow, really, I'm surprised. Surprised the change there. I mean, he hasn't seen too much play. But Ezra goes down to 14. Goes down by 4 points. Might actually see some use. And they talked about the change there. Okay, did they change? I'm gonna take a peek here. They didn't change R2-D2 crew, right? No. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and let's go back. Let's go to the Empire. Let's see what happened there. Galactic. Nope, wrong thing. Points list. And zoom in. There we go. So just doing, oh no, that's the wrong one. Upcoming, we need that one. There it is. Okay. Major Vinder goes up in points. I'm not surprised there. I'm not surprised at all. Going to 41 points. All right, so the TIE V1. So this is one that I was hoping that it would go down in price, and they did. The Grand Inquisitor goes down by 4 points. He's at 52 points. The Seventh Sister goes down by 3, down to 43. Inquisitor, the generic Inquisitor, going down to 35 points. And the Baron of the Empire going down to 32. That was a ship that definitely needed help. Darth Vader in the TIE Advance gets a 2-point bump raise. He was obviously one of the more popular aces in the Empire. I'm not surprised to see him go up. 2 points, not too aggressive. That's okay. Sunterfell also goes up by 1 point. The TIE Aggressor. Okay. Not over-exaggerating, guys. Okay, so the TIE Aggressor goes down by a few points. Lieutenant Kestel down by 3. Double Edge down by 2. Onyx by 2, and Sinar by 2. I still don't think it's enough. If you guys didn't watch my tier list, right, I was just talking about how the ship doesn't do anything better that other Empire ships can't already do, except for carry a turret. I don't think that's enough. What, I mean, maybe somebody will figure something out, but I don't think that's enough, honestly. Uh-oh. The TIE Defender goes down in points. Please, God, don't tell me they let people put 3 of them in a list. No. Woo! All right, so the Delta, 69 points, goes down by 1. Onyx Squadron down to 75. Rexler Brath down to 81. Ryad down by 2 points to 82. And Vessery down by 2, going down to 84. Yeah, I mean, does that mean we're going to see more Defender play? Are we going to see people try more Defender play? Probably, right? You Defender lovers out there. I see you, Chewbacca, celebrating, popping bottles. All right, so the belle of the ball here, let's talk about the TIE Phantom. So TIE Phantom, we know, was a meta problem. Their solution here was raising the points, right? So Sigma Squadron Ace goes to 48 points. That is a change of 2 points per. Now, what is the cost? I'm going to go ahead and do a jump here. What do they do with Juke? Where's the generic? Right there. Juke, where are you? We're kind of jumping the gun here, but I think it's important to talk about. There it is. So Juke goes up to 7 points. Okay, that's a big jump. Let's go here to my Juke, 7 points. So it goes up by 2 points. That's a 40% increase there. But it still leaves you some points for upgrades. I still think quad. I mean, I think Juke's okay. 7 points, I think that's fine. It definitely makes you think about putting them in a list being at 7 points. You can still fit quad Phantoms for 48. That leaves you 8 points for upgrades. You can put 1 Juke. You get 1, but not multiple. So that's great. Though going back to the Empire, MDAR test pilot goes to 44. Let me jump back to the point stock here. MDAR goes to 44, raising it by 2 points. I still think you can still fit 3 MDAR test pilots and Vader, I think, if my mental math is correct. I think you can. Not fully decked out Vader, though. We'll see. Taking a look at the bomber, the Scimitar Squadron bomber goes down by 1 point. The Decimator is getting some changes here. A 3rd crew slot added right there. 3rd crew slot added to the Decimator, with all of the Decimators getting -4 in points. Yep. I mean, I'm not surprised with the re-release that it got cheaper, but I mean that's a pretty aggressive change, and adding that additional crew slot gives you some options there. Let's go ahead and go to the there it is. I said it. Would they move the points down on Sloane? And they did. Sloane down to 9 points. Sloane, she's coming back, baby. Oh man, everybody's favorite crew card. What else we got here? Agent Callus going down to 5 points. That's -1. Sienna Reed, my girl, Lost Stars. If you haven't watched read Lost Stars, you should. Goes down by 4 points. It's a really interesting crew card. I'm not breaking down specific abilities during this cast. We're going to do that tonight for the actual podcast. But we might actually see some play there. Might actually see some play there. Anything else here? Director Krennic going down by 1 point. Moff Jerjerrod goes down to 8 points. That's -2. But Tarkin still didn't get any love. Still sitting at 6 points right now. They're still convinced that he works at that point level. We'll find out. All right, let's go ahead and move on over to Scum and Villainy. One of my Scum has a you know, a good place in my heart because of my beginnings of playing X-Wing. Let's see, can I move this over a little bit? There we go. Move that over, give a little more zoom. Hi, honey. Hey. The X-Wing world says hi. Hi. Alrighty. Taking a look at Scum and Villainy here. Gotta go over my tab here. The aggressor, the IGs, getting a little bit of bumps here. You have IGC going to 65. IGD going to 64. IGB going to 64. That's a 1 point change each there. Drea in the Y-Wing, they said they were going to increase the points. It goes up to 49 plus 7 there. And we return back to the fire spray. So this is one, you know, FFG's been grappling with back and forth, how they wanted to change it. And looks like they kind of took the middle, not quite the middle road. They're still on the higher end from where they were. 1 to 2 points decrease depending on which pilot you're talking about. Boba Fett going down by 1 point, Iman by 2, Kath Scarlet by 2, Crassus and also the generic bounty hunter down by 2, Kashka Frost only down by 1. As we continue down our list, we got the Hawks, Dace Bonearm, everybody's favorite, going down by 1 point. That's sarcastic, by the way. Nobody plays Dace. Torko Mux goes down by 1. Spice Runner down by 1. I'm not surprised that Paylob didn't get a change. Was one of the more popular, or was the most popular Scum Hawk at the start of 2nd edition. So it looks like the Jumpmaster got a little bit of love. Down to 56 points for Dengar, -2 there. So slowly the Jumpmaster has been creeping down at points. Dengar started at 64 points. So total from the beginning of the game, that's a pretty significant shift there. That's an 8-point shift. Tel Travera down to 48, that's -2. Manaru, same cost, staying right there. And the Contracted Scout down to 44 points. We hit the Kirax Fighter. Oh, missed that. Look at that. Gunner slot also added to the Jumpmaster. Gunner slot. I actually got to maybe take a second and look at the Gunner slot on Scum now. People in the chat, what are you thinking about Gunners? What do we think? But I mean, that's a great point. Servwall says, you know, you add a slot there, but you're also making the Jumpmaster more expensive by adding a slot. Some people saying Hot Shot Gunner. Some people saying no. Bosk maybe. Greedo for 1 point. I mean, that's maybe. You know what the tricky thing with Greedo is? Is your opponent forgetting that they get to do it too. That's the best part of Greedo, when your opponent forgets, because it isn't me. Let's continue here. We got the Kirax Fighter changing points here. Sorry, I'm looking at 2 documents at the same time. Everything gets at least, no, everybody except Talonbane. No love for Talonbane, man. Everybody except for Talonbane gets 1 to 2 point reduction. Is it enough for the Kirax? Also getting the addition of what you call it, an illicit slot, and the removal of the 3rd modification slot. So, maybe. I don't know. I still don't know if it's enough there. We go to the Lancer class Pursuit Craft. Asajj getting some love, -2 points. Still don't think it's enough to make it competitive. Ketsu Onyo staying at 70 points. She was the only Lancer that was once in a while seeing play. I don't know if it's enough to actually do anything. Sabine goes down to 62 points. It's a -2 there, and the Shadowport Hunter -2 there, giving you some room for maybe some upgrades. Sabine win, maybe? I don't know. She's gone down quite a bit from the beginning. Started at 68, down to 62. We didn't see her much. I don't expect to see much here. Chemogilas, let's talk about them a little bit. We have Tirani Kolda down to 48 points, -2 there on Tirani, -2 for Dalen, sitting at 46, and the Cartel Executioner, -1, sitting at 43. At the Denver System Open and also at the Atlanta System Open, I saw a couple people having some success with the chemo. Maybe that little bit of discount could give enough room for some type of Scum salad list to have some success. Maybe. I love the point here. Maybe I can try some Chemogilas without feeling as foolish. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Let's keep going down here. Why? Okay. Why didn't the M3A Interceptor get any love? Devin, why didn't it get any love? She doesn't know. No love for the M3A? Are you kidding me? Like, that's a travesty. That's a shame. Shame on you, FFG. How dare you? I know you're waiting to probably just release it and then drop the points then and say, hey, look, you can probably play them now. But come on. Whatever. Fine. We'll continue. No changes on the tugboats. Not surprised there. The Loch Revenant getting an increase in points. This is on the Skurg H6 bomber, going up by 2 points. That makes sense with the spammability of those, right? They have their 9 health, they have 3 attack dice, so they last a long time and they hit hard. Makes sense for that to happen. Guri in the Star Viper going up by a point, hurting those bids for people who like that Guri, but only 1 point. Not terrible. Could have been worse. Could have been. Though, let's talk about who is getting some love, and this is the YV666, the Houndstooth. Yes. -2 points to all of them. Moralo Evol, Bosk, Latsratzi, and the Trandoshan Slaver. All right. I'm not sure if it's aggressive enough. I would have liked to see maybe 3 points go down. Maybe that's too aggressive. But I think it definitely would have seen play at -3. -2? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Let's take a look at their upgrade cards. Maul goes up to 12. We talked about that already. And any other changes there? Am I missing anything? Help me out, people. I don't think I saw any other changes there. Oh, there he goes. There's the one. Boom. IG-88D goes up to 3 points, hurting some of that, goes down to 3 points, helping some of that, the combo wombos with the IG-88s. I said I missed another one. I understand why they did blue, but man, all right, right there. The Shadowcaster goes down to 3 points. That sounds significantly cheaper than it. Yeah, that's a 3-point change. Ooh. Okay. Okay. That helps. That helps Ketsu. Remember I said like, oh, Ketsu didn't get any love. there's the love for Ketsu. You can now actually put on that. Now, the Moldy Crow, let's talk about this. The Moldy Crow, no change. No change there. All right, we're going to do a little bit of a jump here. We're going to not skip over, but we're going to actually jump to the generic upgrades next because we're going in order, and then we'll jump to the other factions. A little bit of faction love, followed by, oh, no, I clicked the wrong one. Let's try that again. Bad at computering. It happens. Upcoming. There we go. Whoop. Zoom. Oh, wait, what? Are you kidding? Oh, okay, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Okay, so we have scaling points upgrades for the R2 astromech. We're gonna do a quick zoom. Where what is it on? R2 astromech is based on the agility value. Huh. But I mean, here's my question though. So for the Jedi, for Jedi pilots, it says initiative 2 is 4 points. This means that a Delta B still costs only 4 points, though, unless they change Delta B, which I think I saw some preview in the chat here that the Delta B is on there. Now that's a good question here in the chat. I see, is it the printed or the modified? I do not know. That is a great question, and one that honestly we probably don't know the answer to until we see the what am I talking about? The updated FFG squad builder. I'm gonna guess it's the modified one though. Personally, that's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. I don't know. A couple people saying it's. Thanks for the help. Thanks for the help. It says printed value in the rules. All right, sweet. So that means Jedi have to pay 6 points for that. All right, I'm in. I actually got to write this one down. That's huge for my notes later today. And let's continue going down here. So Season Navigator getting a change here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is, it's probably by initiative, I'm guessing, right? Sorry for all the scrolling, any of you guys who have motion sickness. Yep, it's by initiative. That makes sense. I mean, anytime you're able to change your maneuver and react to somebody, you need to be able to pay for that. So makes sense. All right, jumping back up. Zoop. One page too few. Season Navigator. What was next here? Brilliant Evasion going down to 3 points. Makes sense. It's bad card. Ooh, Hate. Hate getting a change here. 369. What's that based on? Let's see. Hate. Is based on your ship cost. Huh. Sorry, not your ship cost, your base size. Really? Are you kidding? How? So, I'm sorry, I'm struggling to understand the reason for I guess Sith infiltrators really like Hate. But, like, Hate is really good on Vader. Why are you making it cheaper for Vader? I don't know. I guess it's the answer for Darth Maul and Count Dooku right now, but I guess that was the only way that they could raise it. They could raise it for Maul and Dooku and not for the other ones. Yeah. All right. They tried to do it gracefully. I can appreciate that. Shade. Instinctive aim goes down by a point. Predictive shot, 2 card. I mean, I don't really think we'll see those much. Let's see, what was the old cost on those? What are those? Those are force. Instinctive aim is like your old Deadeye, where you can just use. Sorry, I'm getting lost in my notes here. So that goes down by 1 point. Predictive. Actually, predictive shot. That's a huge drop. It was at 4 points, going down to 1. I bet some people will start to look at that because of just the drastic point change, 75% difference. Supernatural reflexes still the same, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. Veteran Turret Gunner, I'm not surprised at all. This card going up by a couple points. Was at 8. FFG's like, let's bring it down to 6. And what happened? Immediately gets spammed. So, you know, put it back up. That's fine. Inertial Dampeners gets wrecked. Take a look at that. I bet that's initiative. It scaling that much, it has to be initiative. Let's take a look here. Yep. Because Inertial Dampeners essentially has the same effect that Supernatural Reflexes has. Any type of pre-maneuver altering that you can do needs to be expensive. And right there, it was 1 point. And now if you're initiative 6, you got to pay 8. I am okay with that. That is absolutely fine. Let's bring it back up. Barrage rockets going to 8 points. We're at 7, so they just tweaked it just a little bit. Just a 1 point change there. Not too bad. I mean, it's a really efficient missile, right? You just need to focus and you just kind of wait there. And with the Scimitar Bomber going down by 1 point, I don't know if you guys remember that, and this going up by 1, a Scimitar with barrage rockets is essentially the exact same cost. And we scrolling. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything up there. I did not. Debris Gambit goes up to 4 points. Why? Debris Gambit? Oh, I did miss one. Sorry here. Sorry. Before I overreact to Debris Gambit, Contraband Cybernetics goes down to 3 points. So was at 5, down to 3. That's a 2 point difference there. Okay. I mean, Contraband Cybernetics is a really cool card. Gives Scum a lot of tricks. It's really neat. Seeing people try to do like Jabba the Hutt crew with spamming some Contraband Cybernetics is absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. All right, let's bring this back down. Now, my question again: Debris Gambit goes to 4 points. When was the last time you've seen somebody use Debris Gambit? Am I missing something? I don't. I mean, what do you guys think in the chat? Maybe it was an accident. Sabine only. Yeah, I mean, it seems kind of irrelevant, to be completely honest. It's a conspiracy. Some people were saying the Thai aggressor, somebody was bored. Maybe. Juke going up to 7. We already talked about that. Yes, I mean, that's fine, right? They decided not to scale it by numbers of copies of card, which is probably the most popular want, though people like it wasn't a currently set form of scaling points, which is the reason I'm pretty sure why we didn't see something like that. Swarm Tactics goes up in cost at the higher end, 3. Trick Shot goes up to 4 points. Yes, absolutely. Do you guys remember in first edition when that card came out and it was only a single point, and they started second edition and also put it at a single point? It's not hard to get an obstructed shot, and getting additional dice is always better. Like +1 attack dice is better than 1+ defense dice. So, yeah, I'm okay with that. Proton torpedoes continuing to get wrecked. All right, but we also get the cost for plasma torpedoes. Plasma torpedoes sitting at 9. Okay, let me look at my... So that's at 9 points. Proton torpedoes sitting at 13 points. I mean, they're still really good. 4 dice attacks, especially at high initiative, can absolutely wreck a game open very early. And, but you know, I still think the people who want to take those proton torpedoes will still pay a point for them. No problem. Easy. Dorsal turret and ion cannon turret also going up in cost. Oops, wrong direction. Also going up in cost by a couple of points. Dorsal goes up by 1, and ion also going up by 1. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me. Having a mobile arc, we've seen, has a lot of value. Some more to others, of course, like Drea, right? Really says, yes, thank you. It doubles my, oh man, but that, no, never mind. What I was going to say is stupid. Never mind. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Well, seems cool. I mean, the changes make sense except for, where was it? Debris Gambit. Like, that's... Why? Why did you change Debris Gambit? Tell me, FFG. At FFG Live. Why? Why this? Okay. Let's go ahead and... let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see. What's next on the list? We'll just keep it going. Separatists. Here we go. Separatist Alliance. Go over to my document here. We got new points and adjusted points. I'm going to be data entering while talking to you guys here. So we got General Grievous down to 44 points from 47. Wat Tambor goes down by 1 to 42 points. Sakokan Ace doesn't change. Captain Seer doesn't change, but that autopilot going down 1 point to 36. I'm not surprised that General Grievous got some love there. We've seen a couple people try to make him work, but the fact that he's Initiative 4 really hurts him, and really the only way to make him more valuable and viable is be able to put more things in the list, which is why they lower the points there. Then we have a new ship here. We have the Hyena class droid bomber. Okay. Sitting at 30 points now. Oh, now it's new. So DBS 404, 30 points. DBS 32C, 42 points. Bombardment drone, 32. Bactoid prototype, 28. Separatist bomber, sitting at 29, and the cheapest one, the Techno Union bomber, sitting at 26. As of right now, I don't have very many opinions on. Oh, interesting. You guys see that? Check that out. The droid bombers have different slots depending on which one it is. That's the first we've seen of that. Like, there's some real big variations there. So they all have modifications. They all have configurations. But then you start changing. Some of them, only 4 of them have bomb slots. One of them has a double bomb slot. Only three of them have sensor slot. 3 of them have torpedo. Very cool. Very cool. Huh. And then with tactical relay, it looks like they only added that to the DBS-32C. I'm not familiar enough with their abilities to know which one is which yet. But that might be the coordinate one, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I'm going to confidently say it's the coordinate one, the one that you can spend a calculates coordinate, which makes sense why it would get tactical relay. So got some type of support piece there. But I like the idea of FFG of having the same ship chassis, and especially because they're droids, like you can customize them, and having them have just some different options there. Pretty cool. Sith Infiltrator gets some adjustments here. We have Darth Maul going up by 2 points to 67. Dooku up by 2 points, going to 63. But then you got O-66 getting an adjustment down, going down by 3 points, as well as the Dark Courier going down by 2, sitting at 51. Then we have the Vultures. Any change to the Vultures? Oh yeah, we got some cheaper Vultures, right? They talked about this. The chassis going down, but some of the upgrades going up. So DFS 81 going down to 62. Precise Hunters 23. DFS 311 23. But let's talk about the ones that matter. So the Separatist drone. Oh, actually, seeing the how the Hayor Chow prototype going down to 21 with the Separatist drone actually makes it a consideration, because now it's the same price as the Separatist drone, both sitting at 21, and with the Trade Federation drone going down to 19 points. Very interesting there. Let's keep rolling down here, see what we got. So grappling struts goes down in price and is now 1 point for both the Hyena Bomber and the Droid Vultures. Down to 1 point each. So maybe some we haven't seen, competitively, we hadn't seen grappling strut Vultures out there. We messed with them very early just to kind of see how it worked. And maybe it being at this price point makes it good. Looking at crew options for the Separatists, Dooku goes up by 1 point, sitting at 10. The new Electro-Proton Bomb, is that on here? I have that on my list of things to look at. That may have been on the generic ones. We can jump back to that here really quickly. Where are my bombs? Ba 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 ba. Did I miss it? There it is. Electro-Proton Bomb, 14 points. Okay. That's expensive, but I mean, it does a lot of things, but it should be expensive. Is it enough? We have no idea. We have no idea. We'll see. I have no opinion because we haven't seen it on the table. We see that it can possibly be powerful. 14 points, though, is a hefty price for a bomb that has a lot of potential to do a lot of different things. And I think the reason we might not see it competitively is because it's not predictable, which a lot of people who are playing in tournaments, you're looking for something that you can rely on every single game. So we'll see. Let's jump back. We were here at the Separatists. The probe droids go down a point here to 5. Again, another card that we hadn't seen too often. You saw it sometimes in the double infiltrator list, but it started getting cut in order to get a bigger bid for those. Discord missiles goes down to 4 points. Where's that on my list? Okay, so it's -2. Might actually see some buzz droids. Energy shell goes up to 5. I mean, that's an even trade, right? With where the The vultures were -1, +1, still at that same cost. Basically what they're enticing people to do is like, hey, would you rather have grappling struts instead of energy shells? I think the answer might be no, because people like red dice, and red dice are good in the game. So we'll have to wait and see there. Let's look at some of these, the new tactical relay. Where's TA 175? So he's sitting at 5 points. No other changes there. Impervium plating going to 4 points, -2. That actually might see some play. That's a good card, honestly. I've seen some people use it. It has some utility. The soulless one down to 6. What is that? It's a 4 point? Yeah, 4 point drop. Was at 10. We might actually see some Bellababs, Bulbasaurs, Bulbasaurs. That's what we like to call them, right? Yeah, soulless one at 6 points I think is really good. And when it works, when you're able to just get rid of those crits, that's pretty good. And the treacherous EPT goes down to 2 points. It's an okay card. You don't see it too much. Oh. Boom. All right. That is the quick overview of Separatists. Let's jump here. What's next? We did Separatists. Wait, what? Where's... Maybe I gotta do another hard reload. Maybe those weren't on my in my cache. Where my cache? There it is. Okay. So we need the Republic. Zoom in. Oh, too much. Too much. There we go. All right. So they talked about some of the named pilots in the Republic going down in price because they determined that they... John Ben Young, why did you go up? Are you kidding? Come on, John. You know why it went up. Come on, buddy. Buddy, old pal. Let's take a look at the Republic here. All right, Republic. You got Oddball going down to 52 points, sitting at, that's a -3. Sinker stays the same. I mean, he was out of all the named, he was the one that was really getting the most amount of work because, you know, he again, has one of these abilities that can affect multiple ships on the field for himself, friendly ships, of course. We'll get to that in a second, Rockwell. Wolf goes down by 1 point, Jag down 1 point, and I mean all the rest of the, except for the 104th, all those other ones go down by 1 point. The ARC 170 is a good chassis. I'm not surprised though that the 104th didn't go down in price because it was seeing some play for sure. Looking at the Jedi pilots, we did get some pretty big changes here though, and some that I'm honestly surprised by. Yeah, Anakin going up by 2 points. Not surprised there. He's an amazing I6 with the Force, boost barrel roll every turn. Not surprised to see that go up. Obi-Wan Kenobi going down by 6 points seems real good, unless I'm missing something. Actually, let's jump. This is a perfect time after we go through this to jump to the probably the whatchamacallits, the configurations for these. So Mace Windu goes down, Plo Koon goes down by 7. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so the variables on the Delta 7B, hold on, let's just go ahead and just jump to that. I think that's probably important to jump to right here. You got the variable points cost on all of them going up by, let's see, 12 to 14, that's a 2 point, it's just a 2 point across. All of them are 2 points. All of them are 2 points. Okay. But calibrated targeting went down. They're trying to see, like, come on, guys, we made 2 of these. Can you please play with both of them? Please? I mean, yeah, that third attack dice is really good, especially when you got arc dodging ships that can very easily not be hit, and you gave them a way to get an extra attack dice. Seems good. And that makes sense why the Jedi went down in price with the cost of the upgrade, their configurations going up. But I'm still surprised by the change on Obi-Wan Kenobi, because he's still, overall, you put on the 7B, he's still minus 4 points. That guy has 3 4s and is initiative 5. Watch out for some increased play of Obi-Wan Kenobi, especially in double Jedi lists. Double Jedi lists. Okay, they're still really good. Ahsoka stays the same price, and Jedi Knight. You know, I'm kind of surprised that we didn't see the Jedi Knight go down in price, but I guess technically we did if you're trying to take a Delta 7B Jedi Knight, though I think that's a bad idea. You get minus 2 points there if you put the 7B. But I think I would have liked to see a little bit of a change there, because we're not seeing any of the low initiative Jedi being played. Specifically the Jedi Knight. Then Oddball. Just taking a look at these, the V19, I guess on this list is the Naboo Starfighter. Let's go ahead and put that next. So Naboo Starfighter, new points. Ricole, 42 points. Anakin Skywalker, 41. Padme, 45. Not surprised that she's the most expensive. Dine, 30. Denie at 38 points. Naboo Handmaiden, 44. Also not surprised that that's almost as expensive as Padme. That ability is really good, being able to basically be a protector on a ship. Pretty cool. And the Bravo Flight Officer, also in there. Okay. Again, we got to see these things on the table. Like, that's why I don't really have huge reactions to the new points, because we have to really see how it all comes together. But yeah. Oh, you know, actually, I gotta comment on this. Anakin, little Annie. Why does little Annie have a elite pilot talent? A talent slot. I mean, I know. I guess that he's the first. He only has one Force. He's the first Force pilot we have that also has a talent slot. But it's, I don't know, FFG. My theme. He's just a kid. He's good, but he's still just a kid. He accidentally won that battle. Okay, it was an accident. And I don't think it should have, let me be clear here. I don't think Anakin should have, this baby Anakin, should have a Force upgrade, because he's not trained in the Force yet. So, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Let's take a look at this V19. So, mostly points, I lost my spot here. So every single one of the V19s except the Gold Trooper goes down in points. Oddball going -3, Kickback -3, Axe -1, Swoop -1, Blue Squadron Protector -1. Oh wait, no, did I miss one? And Tucker, excuse me, -2 there. MG Rockwell earlier said, this just in, V19 named Torrens still bad. I think that might be the case. We'll see. I'm not confidently choosing to to do such things. I'll try it for you guys for the stream. I'm willing to embarrass myself at League Night and try out new lists, but that's I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence there. All right, let's take a peek at any of these other upgrades. Battle Meditation going down in points. Where's my battle? Battle Meditation Force upgrade. I need my reference for the old one. Looks like it was not on this doc. Well, either way, goes down. Goes down in points. We actually can just go ahead and consult a squad builder right here. Squad builder. Let's take a look. Point cost. Okay, so, oh wow, that went down a lot. That went down a significant amount. You guys see that there? So here's, I gotta double check to make sure this is in frame for you guys. It is not. That's not gonna work. Right here. So the original cost of Battle Meditation was 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. But if we go here, it's basically going down about 3 points each. That's FFG really asking, like, come on, guys. You know you want to play with some Battle Meditation. There we go. Adjust the screen. There we go. Fast Walker saying, calling it now. There's a broken combo with Anakin plus EPT. Probably. I'm sure. Probably little force jerk. Of course. Little Darth Vader killed babies in the future jerk. All right, let's see what we got. What else we got here? Did I? Here we go. We got the new droids, right? These new droids. R2A6 sitting at 6 points and R2C4 sitting at 5 points. These are the new robots. The new robots. So that's looking at the other droids they have in the faction. They're floating around the same points. We'll see. I mean, I don't think. I'll be honest. The Wave 4 stuff still hasn't quite sunk in because I'm not playing it in hand yet. But seems about the right point cost for Astromechs, as everything else is in that point set. I'll take a closer look for the actual podcast. But again, this is our first reaction. I did overlook something here for the slot additions. Swoop in the V19 gets the elite pilot talent. Let's make your super fragile V19s more expensive. Anything else in the Republic? I don't think so. All right. Let's keep moving on. Now we went from the Clone Wars. Let's go to the New Wars. The Resistance. I think this is the one that has the most amount of impact on the changes, factions, the additions to the faction that are going to be happening here, at least in the hyperspace realm. Okay, so all of the Star Fortresses are going down in price by 2 points. Not surprised there. They have seen 0 play. But 2 points, I'm not sure that's enough. They didn't get any slot additions. Oh, look at that. That is what I was looking for. RZ2 A-Wings. Up, up, up. Yes. Let me express to you the extreme frustration I have. RZ2 A-Wings up in Christ. Up, up, up. Most of them. You got Lulo going up by 5 points. Lulo got slapped in the face. FFG went, ooh. Turns out that's a good ship. Plus 5 points there. Greer, no change. Greer is a good A-Wing. I still think enhance your calm. Yes. Greer's still a good ship. I still think we'll see some play. Might even see it taking the place of Lulo as a filler ship in a resistance list because of where it's sitting at. Tally going up by a single point makes sense. Zari, no change. Green Squadron Expert goes up by a point, and the Blue Squadron Recruit also goes up by a point. Yeah, I mean, honestly, out of all these, I'm kind of surprised that Greer didn't get a points increase because he's still really good. Getting that free rotate, you can essentially get 3 actions a turn with Greer, and we know that more actions equals more goodly. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Ooh, okay. Scavenge YT 1300. Seeing some love here. Ray going down by 7 points. That is a significant margin. That's huge. That is absolutely massive. Coming down from 80 points to 73. That's a 9% difference there. Actually gives you some room for some upgrades and some other ships. Huh. I wouldn't be surprised if our boy James from Gold Squadron League Night starts putting some Ray on the table. That's pretty awesome. Han Solo. Oh, there he is. He's in the chat right now. How's it going, James? Han Solo going down by 5 points, down to 71. Man, James, your double Falcon list looking even better. You could put even more toys in it now. Chewbacca going down by 4 points to 68, and the Resistance Sympathizer just a little tweak, down 1 point. Not bad. All right, let's take a look at the T-70s. So, looking at the ace pilots on the T-70s, nothing really changing here, right? So looking at that first set right here at the top, they were in a good spot. Poe, Elo, Nian, with Poe and Nian really being the two best out of them, staying at the same cost. I think that we didn't see a points increase in those too much because of some of the limitations recently in hyperspace with the domination of Rebel Beef. The Poe and Nian has seen a decline in play, though with them staying at the same points cost, we might actually see a resurgence of them, especially with A-Wings going up in price. Some of the other T-70s getting some love here, going down in points. Take a look at our comparison doc here. So -1 point to every other T-70 pilot except for Lieutenant Bastion. That target lock nabbing Lieutenant Bastion. Looking at slots, no changing in slots. All right, that seems right. And last but not least, we got the Resistance Transport. Let's take a look at some of these new points. The Resistance Transport. You got the Kulva Nell, at 38 points, Pamich at 36, Nodin at 36, and Logistics Division Pilot at 32. Rose Tico, this is now the Transport Pod, at 26, BB-8 at 26, Finn at 29, and Vi Morardi at 27. All right. Seems good. Let's keep rolling. Looking at the upgrade cards here, we got some of the point costs for some of the new things here. Let's talk about some of this new crew. All right, so Amlin Holdo, sitting at 9 points. This is the one that lets you swap around tokens. I know at the podcast we were kind of like, there's some cool combos that could come out of this. 9 points seems like a good spot. Let's jump here. Let's jump to 2-seat Leia, 19 points. That seems expensive. Girl, thick. That's a lot of points. I mean, it's a really good ability. Right from the beginning, when we saw the ability on that card, it seemed just like, yeah, that seems really strong. But I still think at 19 points, it's going to see play. Getting an additional force point, plus having the ability out on the board, really, really strong. 19 points, I still think we'll see some play. At least, of course, at the beginning, right? People are going to want to try it out. That's what we do. We like to experiment. Connix, 5 points. Corsella, 6. Seems all right. PZ at 6 points. Not bad. I love Felsepto's response here. So they made Resistance Leia, then said, crap, we shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Most likely it was designed before Leia got really good in Rebels, and then they realized this is really strong. And then as they tweaked it for the Resistance version, still quite good. Quite good. It is important to note, though, anybody who's just tuning in, that these points are legal starting July 10th, not anytime sooner. If you have any type of events or hyperspace trials coming up or anything like that, these won't be legal till then. Of course, in your local stuff, do what you want. They can't stop you. For Gold Squadron, our group, we actually have our league championship tomorrow. We'll be using the current legal points, but I think our league after that will be using the new stuff. And tomorrow for our league championship, we're actually going to we'll have the league championship matches, which we actually made some special rules for, and then we have some Wave 4 product that we're going to be putting on the table, which now that we have points, we can actually do now. All right, anything else? Raised Millennium Falcon stays the same. Seems good. All right, let's jump to last but not least. We have the upcoming First Order points. That's, what? Why didn't you open? First Order. All right, here we go. So, okay, the Typho seeing some love here. I like it, I like it. Midnight going down by 1 point. Looks like the biggest change is you got Commander Malaras, not to be confused with Morales, Malaras. Going down by 2 points. Scorch -1, Static, Long Shot, Muse, all going down by a point. TN3465, also known as Tina by some people, going down by 2 points. And this whole swath down here of Typhos also going down by a couple points. I don't see any tweaks in there. Maybe, is that enough to actually see some First Order TIE Swarms? I know that they don't have, any type of Howl Runner-esque ability, but I don't think that's how you would fly one of these swarms. I think you would be in, maybe like groups of 2 or something like that, or like a group of 3 and 2, and you try to create a net around an opponent rather than trying to be in a block. because you don't have any reason for that. And also with the points coming down, you get fanatical on a lot of these for free now compared to its past price. Looking at the Thai SF, we're going down in price for everybody except for Quick Draw. You got -2 points for everybody. There, Backdraft, Omega Squadron Expert, and the Zeta Squadron. I know there's a couple people locally who've been trying to make those SFs work. Maybe those couple of points will help. Thai Silencer going down in price for everybody except the First Order Test Pilot. So specifically, and also, yeah, everybody except the First Order Test Pilots going down in price, but only down by 1. Is it enough to be like, I'm going to take Blackout over Kylo? You don't take Blackout over Kylo because Kylo's got the Force. Then the Oopsilons, Oopsie Doopsilons. Okay, so I'm kind of surprised that we see, let me make sure that's in frame. All right, so Captain Cardinal goes up in points. When was the last time you seen Captain Cardinal on the table? In a tournament. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just leave him alone. Just leave him alone. Strident goes up by 1 point. Tavson goes up by 1. By 2, which I think is good, as well as the Star Killer Base Pilot and Petty Officer Tennyson also going up by 2 points. Dormant, they're like, he can stay. And it's overall, I mean, you could call it a chassis bump. I'm just kind of surprised, Dormant doesn't change, right? But I guess maybe Cardinal would have been used just for the chassis rather than, I guess. We'll leave. We'll not worry about it. Let's keep rolling down here. General Hux goes down by 4 points to 6. Okay. Might actually see some play there. I haven't seen any. That's a 40% subtraction there. Yeah. And then last but certainly not the least, look at, no, that is the least. That's it. All right, so we've gone through all of them. Obviously very quickly, not very in depth, but taking a look at some of the changes here, I like what I've seen. I just want to take a look at my notes here from anything I was concerned about. I mean, pretty much the big boogeymen, right? Everything that we were really worried about. So the Phantoms, addressed. Juke, addressed. Leia, Rebel Leia, addressed. The Rebel Beef, addressed. And those were really the big ones in the meta. You got High Initiative Aces addressed as well. Regen, addressed. The points going up on that as well. So I'm not surprised at some of the things we saw. It's always, of course, interesting to see, how far they take it. But we're going to have to see, what happens, And I know that some people are like, oh, Rebel Beef is gone. Rebel Beef ain't gone. Rebel Beef will just change. You might not see the named ones, but the efficiency will go down because some of the abilities might not be able to be used. But we're going to take a little bit, some of the other ones that were also addressed. Drea, I accidentally wrote it in the margin on my notes, and I'm not looking in the margin. Drea goes up by 7 points. The Skurg going up by 6 points also takes care of the dreadlocks. The double tapping crew, the veteran turret gunner also goes back up in points, which takes care of the double tapping Y-wings. Those, all the things that I think should have gone up have gone up. Overall, maybe some disappointments, some things coming down. I think the biggest one, the M3A Interceptor. FFG, why do you hate the M3A Interceptor? Come on, give them some love. Maybe we're not seeing something. Maybe there's somebody at FFG who tests and all they play are M3As and they're just constantly crushing people. Yeah, I don't know. That's the one that's probably the biggest, like, question mark, along with Debris Gambit, question mark. Which I guess Debris Gambit is just good because you get that, you add an evade, so maybe that's the reason. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take some time and look at this. Gonna take a little bit of a break here, but we'll be back tonight to talk about the points changes. Go a little bit more in depth. Maybe just give more highlights rather than just kind of reading down everything. And we'll just go ahead and upload this up to YouTube. That way people can watch it later and just kind of go through it. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tonight at 9:30 p.m. Central. If you need some love for some other stuff, go ahead, check us out on YouTube. We have tons of content on there. Make sure you watch live on Twitch. Follow. Don't forget to hit that Twitch Prime. And I know that we're not doing a bunch of events right now. That's because we're in the break time, kind of taking a little, not vacation, because obviously we're still doing you know, content and stuff like that. But the events have slowed down a little bit. But if you look at our August schedule, literally every weekend in August, we have a major something for you guys. 4 continents in August. That's kind of crazy. But we're going to take a break, and we'll talk to you guys later. My name's Dion Morales. Gold Squadron out.